Okay, here I am, having a podcast with myself, baby. Ooh, it's gonna be tough. Alright, so what do I do? Today, I just don't wanna learn, guys. I don't wanna learn English. I'm not in the best sport in my life. But it seems like I have to do that. Goldman Sachs. I'm tired of that. Chicago mayoral election heads. Okay. Chicago mayoral election heads to run off in April. His lawyer Light loses re-election bid. Chicago. Maybe mayoral election heads to run off in April. His lawyer Light loses re-election bid. I have to watch Kelly Allen again. I'm not gonna make it myself alone. I need some help. Disconnected. Connected. What's wrong with the stream again? Yeah, that's really weird. It's really weird. Chicago. Oh. Chicago. Chicago. How does she move her lips, by the way?
It's Kaylee Ellen, and welcome to this week's video. Today's video, as you can probably tell from the title, is not a video I think I've done before.
I've done. How does she say that? I've done.
This video, as you can probably tell from the title, is not a video I think I've done.
I've done. It's not like done. It's like I've done. It's a bit more subtle. Probably need to record myself instead of just talking on camera, but but it doesn't matter. Is it too ridiculous?
Before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I have. So in the spirit of New Year, not necessarily running out and buying the first thing you see and everything else, because we're all about sort of New Year, new beginning, wellness, all of those things. I wanted to actually showcase today my plan.
Showcase today. What's that?
Wellness, all of those things. I wanted to actually showcase today.
Today. It's not like today. Still today. It's really hard. What's hard?
My plant collection. But I wanted to actually showcase today my plant collection. But.
Still not bot. It's more like bot. What am I doing with my tongue? Bot.
But we're not just going to be covering today's video, which is of course Monstera. We're
Monstera. Like all this Cheshire stuff.
Going to do Anthurium and Philodendron as well. We're starting on Monstera because quite honestly, it's the smallest one out of the three. I actually have my Anthurium collection around here as well.
Around here has just still not.
Waiting to go for immediate.
Going to go for. Okay. It might be enough. It might not be enough. Let's see. Chicago mayoral election heads to runoff in April. April is Lori Light loses Lori Lloyd or Lloyd, not Lloyd. Lori Light I Light Lori Light loses re-election bid. Re-election Light I'd Lori Light loses re-election bid. Damn. The richest man in Illinois, Ken Griffin announced is funny. Announced is funny, boy. It just doesn't work very well. Doesn't sit with me very well. Last summer that he was moving himself, his hedge richest man in Illinois. Rich hedge fund, and is hundreds of millions of dollars. It's good. It's really good. Dollars. How do I say that? That. Still not that. In philanthropic donations and tax payments to Miami. Okay. The rich. Alright, so now it's RP. Let's go for RP. The richest man in Illinois, Ken Griffin, announced last summer that he was moving himself, his hedge fund, Citadel, and his hundreds of millions of dollars in philanthropic donations and tax payments to Miami. The richest man in Illinois. The richest man, I would say, the richest man in Illinois, Ken Griffin, announced last summer that he was moving himself, his hedge fund Citadel, and his hundreds of millions of dollars in philanthropic donations and tax payments to Miami. I don't know what to do with that. The city known for making pizza. For making pizza. It's like very Russian. Pizza. For making pizza. For making pizza that needs to a fork will get a new mayor. In Chicago's election, in Chicago's election, Chicago's election yesterday, Lori Lightfoot became a lot. I'm starting to lose it.
Immediately after this video, and there's a lot of plants, guys. There's a lot of plants. Today, I'd like to show you my
I'd like to show this
plants, guys. There's a lot of plants. Today, I'd like to show you.
Like. How does she say like?
I have my Anthurium collection around here as well, waiting to go for.
Around. Around. It's around here as well.
Or immediately after this video, and there's a lot of plants, guys. There's a lot of plants. Today, I'd like to show you my Monstera collection. I'm not going to talk about them in great depth, right? Because honestly, we would be here all day, and that's not really what this video is about. It's just a showcase.
It's about showcase.
Them, talk a little bit about them, but it'll be very surface level stuff. Just
about them.
Basically, just show you what I've got.
Basically, show something. Oh, I don't know. Probably should move it to another place like this, I think. Oh my god, is it real? Okay. The city, whoever gets elected, whoever, oh my god, whoever gets elected, will be tasked with stemming a corporate exodus in the last several years. In the last several years, major companies headquartered in Chicago have been ditching it for places that don't even have a giant bean statue. Whoever gets elected will be tasked with stemming a corporate exodus in the last several years, major companies, major companies headquarters in Chicago have been ditching it for places that don't even have a giant bean statue. Chicago have been ditching it for places that don't even have a giant bean statue. Manufacturing, powerhouses, house too posh. Powerhouses, Caterpillar, manufacturing, powerhouses, Caterpillar, and Boeing are moving their HQs out of the city, Boeing have been based in Chicago since 2001. Somewhere in between. The richest man in Illinois, Ken Griffin, announced last summer. Announced. 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 Announced last summer. How does she speak?
There will probably be things in the shop that are not.
How do I look like? What do I look? Announced. Announced. Let's check that. Let's check that.
Not in this video. The only reason for that
Only reason. Only. But you don't know.
is I've either forgotten they exist, I can't find them, I can't see them, that kind of thing. So if you have a comment that's like, oh, where did that go? I might be able to tell you where it's gone. I might be like,
To tell what's going
oh, damn, I should have put that in the video. So
in the video.
I've gathered what I think I've got, and we're going to
Have got. How do I say it? Go. Have got. It's not like go. It's have got. So there's a little bit.
go through it, because obviously there's about 7,000 plants in here. I keep using that number. It's probably way over that now. I just stopped counting at 7 because I think that's excessive.
Excessive.
We will just go through it, shall we? They're not in any particular order. I'm just going to pick them up and talk a little bit about them. So without further ado, here is my Monstera collection.
Here. It's like here.
Here at the Red Plant Shop. Okay.
Plant shop. I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know. Okay, I think that's enough for today, guys. That's enough practice.